Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having an amazing day. In this video we're going to review the pool values of 3.4 banners. Hope you're having an amazing day and let's jump right into this. Starting with Lucy, it's very simple. Lucy is the MVP of 3.4 and the reason why it's very simple. Her weapon options, we already have amazing budget option like Basic Homogenizer, which is the strongest standard weapon in the game. Basically giving 20% damage bonus and giving amazing stats. As you can see, when fully leveled up, amazing base stats for your Lucy. So when it comes to options for budget, Homogenizer is already amazing. Her signature already, I mean, it's obvious it will give amazing buffs to her personal damage because it's a very good DPS gun for her. But yeah, overall, if you get it, sure. If you don't, Homogenizer is still amazing competitive option. Moving on to the teammates, she has amazing budget option like Mortefi, which amplifies heavy attack damage of next resonator by 38%, which is what Lucy deals as a heavy attack damage dealer. Attack percentage 20% from his S6 sequence, as well as holding static mist on Mortefi will give 10% more attack boost to your Lucy, as well as the Moonlight Cloud buffs and all other buffs from Mortefi. So Mortefi also rotates pretty fast, easy to get at the beginning of the game, and even on the banners you can easily get him. So yeah, Mortefi is amazing, and so yeah, Mortefi and Verina with Lucy can easily shred content. I tried it out and it was a blast. Next one is going to be Frolova. If you have Frolova fully built and ready, she combined with Lucy can easily clear floors, and 25% heavy attack damage amplification is amazing from Frolova to Lucy. So yeah, Frolova's damage plus Lucy getting that 25% amp is very amazing. Yuno is going to be probably among the best choices for sub DPS because 50% heavy attack damage amplification for Lucy plus Yuno's personal damage is very high. So yeah, another amazing teammate option for Lucy. So when you come to Rebecca later, you will see that Rebecca is basically best in slot for Lucy, but the thing is, you can use Rebecca on other teams, similar to Lene, so yeah, there are a lot of good team options that you can use. The next one is obviously going to be Lene. She's just general gun user with Static Mist, using it to buff incoming Resonator, and her Echo set is very amazing. 30% attack increase, 10% damage bonus from Echo set, then amplification of 15% all damage, 25% liberation for next Resonator, and 24% damage bonus coming from her liberation. So that's for Lene, amazing buffer, and of course the best in slot is Rebecca, giving up to 50% heavy attack damage amplification for Lucy, and 20% attack increase, plus she's a gun user so she can hold Static Mist as well to buff Lucy even more if you can get her signature. So that's for Lucy. With Rebecca, Lucy will easily clear the hardest floors of the end games in this game, plus she doesn't really need her signature to do so, so yeah. Moving on to the next character is Rebecca, and Rebecca for her weapon option is very easily. Her signature is obviously the best because 24% attack increase for all team members is just amazing and powerful, and it can make her very strong general buffer long term. So 24% attack boost from weapon, 20% from her kit, and 50% up to 50% heavy attack damage amplification, very strong. The next one is going to be Basic Homogenizer for personal damage, but I prefer using Static Mist. Therefore you can buff incoming Resonator with more attack. Now, of the 50% amplification from her outro, she's actually giving you 15% amplification for all damage types, and up to 35% heavy attack damage amplification, which ramps up over time after you outro, so that's very cool. But yeah, Rebecca is amazing, and when it comes to other team options, it's very simple. So she supports heavy attack damage, so the receiver will be Gian. Gian with his heavy attack damage will definitely benefit. Then we have someone like Augusta that doing completely heavy attack damage just like Gian. Galbrina does decent amount of heavy attack damage, so she will benefit as well. And of course, Lucy, her best in slot DPS will benefit as well. When it comes to pool value, there's not really much pool value there because Rebecca is free. So you log in, you get Rebecca for free, and all you need to pull is Lucy, and now you have one of the best teams in the game. So yeah, make sure to claim her before the 3.4 ends, because once she's gone, she's gone. Same goes for Lucy and their weapons. So yeah, when it comes to Rebecca, that's basically it. And just like Lene, she can be with any main DPS in the game. Once you fully build her and Echo set, then you can put on her like Moonlight Clouds combined with her buffs. You can basically buff any unit in the game, any main DPS that doesn't require a specific unit, like Hyuki on Imet, or maybe even like Yuno or someone. So there's a lot of options. Moving on, we have LUCILLA. LUCILLA has two resonance modes. One is for Glacier Chafe, buffing Glacier Chafe damage dealers, and one for Echo Skill damage dealers. When it comes to weapons, she only has one, which is her signature. So if you can afford her signature, Cosmic Ripples is not really an option in my opinion, because it's too expensive to build weapons, and when you do, this weapon is easily going to be replaced as soon as you get this weapon. So yeah, honestly, the difference in like performance is like too much, and yeah, in my opinion, it's not really worth it. So very Secret Land, kind of expensive because she's a rectified user. When it comes to weapons, let's see what else she can do. So because she has Echo Skill buffing mode, 50% amplification for Echo Skill damage to the next Resonator, 25% Echo Skill damage bonus, and up to 40% critical damage increase on casting Echo Skill, like Sigrika, and for those teammates. So yeah, first one is going to be Sigrika, the best in slot sub DPS for LUCILLA when you on Echo damage mode. Then we have someone like Frolova, and Frolova, Chuyan, LUCILLA will be another premier best in slot. Cantarella will be replaced with LUCILLA obviously, and will give Frolova more flexibility and more practical use. The next one will be Galbrena, dealing as well Echo Skill damage, therefore she will benefit a lot from LUCILLA as well. And in my opinion, she's only LUCILLA for Galbrena and Frolova or Sigrika is only worth getting if you don't have Chuyan. If you have Chuyan, LUCILLA kind of falls off with value, and you can skip her for now and focus on someone like Lucy for now, because Lucy is gone forever after this patch, and LUCILLA will actually rerun a few times as well moving forward. Probably in 3.6 we can already expect the LUCILLA returning again. So I mean, that's what Kuro does, right? Like they rerun like 3.x units very fast. So that's basically for LUCILLA. She buffs Echo Skill damage dealers, and with her Glacier Chafe mode she buffs Hyuki as well. Now Hyuki will deal a lot of damage, but Hyuki also does a lot of damage with Lene and Morning. So yeah, all Lene Shorekeeper, like Hyuki doesn't really need much. Hyuki, Lene, and Chisa, if you already have this team, it will clear. So wait for rerun. LUCILLA is not really worth getting now, especially with collab characters being way more valuable. So yeah, I would say save your pulse on LUCILLA. And yeah, what else? LUCILLA, in my opinion, only upside she has over Chuyan is that Chuyan is not as fast as LUCILLA, but Chuyan does also damage, but has a good budget option. So when it comes to budget, Chuyan is better. But if you don't really care about budget, LUCILLA is going to be better for modern teams. So yeah, that's basically for LUCILLA. Moving on to the CARTETHYA. When it comes to CARTETHYA, her all weapon options, there's only one, and it's her signature weapon, because she scales of HP, and only her signature will support that kind of scaling. And so because she scales of HP, there's a very limited amount of options for weapon and teams. When it comes to Emerald Genesis, this weapon is greatly DPS loss compared to her signature. So yeah, it's not really an option. Emerald Genesis is just a cope at this point, especially because CARTETHYA is kind of getting older as a DPS at this point in 2026. And moving on to her teammates, there's only one non-cope teammate, and that is her best in slot, Chacona. You can use Static Mist as a 5-star weapon stat stick, but unfortunately, because CARTETHYA scales of HP, this attack percentage buff will not work. So yeah, Chacona's echo set will work on CARTETHYA, but again, there's only so much you can do without Chacona, and on a budget, Chacona, sure, echo skill. Basically, Chacona and CARTETHYA are best for each other. So Chacona is the only sub DPS that doesn't feel like cope. And the third slot is either Arrow Rover, which also is not relevant unless you have CARTETHYA, and even then it feels terrible to play as him. Also Chisa, which is played on way better teams like Imet and Hyuki, is needed for CARTETHYA to reach full potential. But even then you need a lot of skill to actually play CARTETHYA. Even with Chacona you need some cancels, you need Chacona to be built, Chisa or Arrow Rover also to be built, and your CARTETHYA needs to be built of course, because she's a main DPS. But also you need a premium sub DPS, premium like weapon, a must, otherwise she's completely underwhelming, even worse than someone like Augusta. So in my opinion, Augusta on budget is way stronger than CARTETHYA on budget. So that's something worth keeping in mind. So that's for CARTETHYA. In my opinion, CARTETHYA is the easiest skip of 3.4. And obviously, when we recap everything, CARTETHYA is a skip, Lucy is a must pull because Rebecca is free, and they're like collab characters, so once they're gone forever, as well as their weapons. And LUCILLA is skip for now and get her on a rerun because she's not really needed at this point, because yeah, unless you're really desperate for someone that buffs echo skill damage, sure, if you don't have Chuyan, but I would rather just wait for Chuyan if I were you, but you can also wait for her rerun, and that's it. So that'll be for me in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below who you pulled in this patch. If you pulled LUCILLA, or will you skip LUCILLA? And did you already get Lucy and their weapons of her and Rebecca? So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, stick out for the next videos and check other videos on my channel on gameplay showcase and Tower of Adversity clears, so you can have more stuff to enjoy. So yeah, have an amazing day. See you in the next video. Peace.